Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to talk about the best weapon for home defense. And, a lot of people ask this question to me, or, it's just a question that's floating around even with, experienced guys. What do they think is the best home defense weapon? And I think most guys off the bat will say something like this. It's Remington 870 with a short barrel. And, other guys might say, well, shotgun's a little bit too big, for going around corners around your house. The ammo is definitely pretty good. But they might say a pistol is a better option for home defense. But I'm coming around to the idea of the third camp, which is tactical carbine, AR, AK, whatever. And you might be like, whoa, wait a minute, that's way too much firepower to have in your house. Well, I don't really know. Is it? I've been reading a lot of articles and seen a lot of videos lately talking about just this very thing. And, with the advancements in ammo technology, I've seen just as many things that say any round that you would deem effective for self-defense has enough power to, go through many walls. One report I read that I wasn't sure of the ammo, but it said that a hollow point bullet, a 38 special, matter of fact, had enough power to penetrate. Hold on, let me see real quick here. It went through like 12 or 14 pieces of drywall, and it penetrated into a gel block about 12 inches. So, what happens is your hollow point cavity gets filled up with material and becomes a full metal jacket, pretty much. And it's slow moving. Most pistol rounds will stay together in most ammo tests that I've seen, just because they're a little bit slower and whatnot. And so you're like, well, maybe not. I don't know. Because I've definitely shot a lot of different objects with pistol ammunition, and it hasn't seemed that effective. Even through like sheet metal. But most of the houses have hollow core doors and very little material between. And so unless you have a house that's wrapped in brick, mine's wrapped in brick, there's not much to stop that pistol round. And if that pistol round's not going to get stopped by drywall, what do you think? What makes you think that buckshot is gonna get hindered by that drywall or anything like that? That's the big debate, is the over penetration question when it comes to what gun is best for home defense. A lot of the research that I've been seeing coming out is saying that the 223 or the 5.56 is actually best for close quarters combat. And sorry about the cats. They just decided that is a good time to hunt each other right now in the house, so around where I'm filming. So sorry about that. But yeah, a lot of reports are coming out saying that the 223 or the 5.56 is the best round for close quarters combat, indoors, because a lot of things that they have to worry about when they're fighting in a close quarter combat situation is where their team members are. Are they right on the other side of the room? They don't want to over penetrate that, if they miss their target, whatever, and hit one of their teammates. And they were having problems with that with their, the pistol chambered carbines, like the MP5 or whatever caliber they were using. They were finding that it would punch through drywall and stay intact. And what they were finding with the 223 is that once it hit, it's going so fast. It's going 3,000 2,800 feet per second. Once it hits something, it fragments, thus eliminating a lot of that power. Now, that's not to say that there's a lot of different rounds that are designed to penetrate, like the M855 SS109 round is meant to, it's got a steel core, but a lot of the ammo choices that people are coming out with today, such as the Winchester PDX-1 series, is actually, they're running like a split core technology. So what they do is they bond the back side of the bullet, but they leave the front unbonded. And so what happens is you get really a fragmentation type round in the front, and then if you need a little bit more penetration, that the back end of the round is going to come through. But I've even seen a lot of that in the military on the rifle range and stuff. You just see fragmented rounds a lot, and you're just like, okay. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and use this, and that's for a number of reasons. A lot of people, shotgun, how many rounds you got? Maybe 5. I can hold 8 in this one. I don't necessarily, that may or may not be enough, enough rounds to take care of the threat. I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to get attacked. None of us are secret agents in the movies or anything. We're not going to have a 3-man team coming after us, but you never know, really. I mean, hopefully most of the time you'll hear, if somebody breaks in your house, you'll hear it. Obviously you need to know where your other family members are in the house, so you know where you can shoot and not hit anybody. But if you got buckshot or slugs or whatever, man, a slug is gonna isn't even gonna think twice about flying through your house. And then you got to worry about your neighbors and it going into your neighbor's house. So I definitely wouldn't use a slug, and I'd be eerie about using buckshot. I mean, at the most, probably use some, maybe if you could find some high brass bird shot or something, something real small that would definitely, chew something up but stop after it hits. Most of the lead shot is hardened lead, and if you've ever seen hardened lead bullets, they don't come apart at all. I've seen many hit steel and not get deformed at all. We recover them and you could almost reload them. And so if you think it's going to hit steel and not even get deformed, it's definitely not going to go through your house and stop at all. That being, a 40 would be a 180 grain bullet or higher. The heavier the bullet, the more it's going to plow through stuff. I think the lightweight, high speed of the 223, once it hits anything, it's just going to fly apart. And even if it does have enough energy to go through, once it hits another wall, or probably after it hits that first wall, it's going to start coming apart. And so hopefully it won't cut through your house. But I know a lot of people that actually use the 223. Like I said, this holds 8 rounds. This holds 12 to 16 rounds. I have an extended magazine for the 40 caliber, but I mean, you got 30 rounds in one magazine. That gives you a lot of options, and hit percentage under pressure is only about 20%. And you think that you're going to be that all-star crack shot that you are at the range when you're half asleep? Probably not. Not to insult anybody's abilities, but I'm just saying, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're not going to be, fully. You're going to be under pressure, under stress, heartbeat racing. So I think I'm just going to revert back to what I said in the best defensive caliber video, is that obviously use whatever gun that you're most comfortable with, that you can basically shoot in your sleep. I'm starting to probably keep this up in my room along with the 40. You know, that way if something goes down, you know, as far as this malfunctions or that, I mean, the likelihood of anything happening is super low. I mean, you're going to know somebody's in your house probably before they even get close to your stairwell. But it's always better to be prepared than to be up in your room scared because you don't have any way to defend your family, because you never know what's going to happen, and it's going to take a few minutes for the cops to get there. So you just never know. You know, they always say, you know, when seconds count, the police are minutes away. So I would rather have something, be prepared and whatever like that, than to not have any options. You know, more rounds give you more options too. I'm not saying that, you know, you should be scared. Hollywood, you know, the 6-man team's going to come after you. No, probably not. It's probably just going to be some petty thief. Once he hears you lock and load, he's going to run away, probably. I bet 90% of the things that happen, as soon as that gun comes out, the people run away because they don't want to get shot. So hopefully you can make enough noise loading these guns up that they'll say, "Oh crap," and run away. But I think that the carbine is a good option. It's almost shorter than the shotgun. Actually, it is shorter than the shotgun. When you retract your buttstock, let me put that in the camera for you so you can see. But it's actually a little bit shorter, quite a bit shorter than the shotgun. So, you know, if that was your argument that, hey, I got this 18-inch barrel, I can get around corners. Well, you can get around corners even better with that. And if you can get an SBR, you can do an even better job. Or if you can get a AR pistol, that would be even better, I think. That way now you're bringing that speed down a little bit, but you're still having the same characteristics and the same mag capacity. I think that would probably be the ultimate weapon, is if you can get an AR style pistol, call it a day. That would be the shortest, you know, most round capacity. That would probably be the number one right there. But if you know, obviously whatever you got, learn how to use it, practice, you know how to use it in your sleep. But if you have cash, you can go buy something. I think I would probably buy an AR pistol, would be the best. That way you can do what you got to do. Hopefully you never need to do anything, but you know, like I said, things happen. You hear about it in the news, and you hear about it more and more often these days. So that's what I think. Thanks for watching.